All right, ready when you are.
Hey, well, I don't want you to take my picture.
I'm not taking your picture. It's just doing sound.
It's the sound.
You get that?
I did. I got that.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, when did it start? When was this? What year was this? 1944. Okay. Where was you?
Well, I don't have to tell them about that.
Germany?
Yeah.
Germany, okay. I just want it for my records. Okay.
I'm going to tell you about William Wells first.
Okay.
See, we was in high school together, and then we went over on the Queen Mary together, and we got in the same outfit overseas. And he was about 50 yards from me. And the 88 come in, I think it was 88. And his foxhole and killed the boys in there with him and broke his carbine in 3 pieces.
Who's Williams? Broke it. Is that his gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's an 88? Like a bomb?
Mortar.
Mortar.
A mortar. Okay.
It was artillery shell.
Okay.
So it killed the other boy?
Yeah.
And broke Williams' gun in 3 places.
In 3 pieces.
Gosh.
And he was just jarred, but he didn't have a scratch on him, but he was really shook up. And he knowed where I was. I was in a building, but he was just out in the open, you know. And he come running in there where I was, and he was going to write his wife a letter, and he just put deer on it and sealed it up and sent it home. Well, she thought he was dead, you know, when she got that letter.
Was he just so addled he couldn't think?
Yeah. And he stayed with me a while, and I told him, I said, well, you like this, you better get back to your company, or they might think you got killed or something, because they killed a boy in there with you. And he did.
He went back to his company?
Yeah, which was right there at me.
Uh-huh.
50 yards away, 20 yards, wasn't very far.
Okay.
And then, in a few days, I was in the war section.
In the what?
War section.
Wire.
Telephone wire section.
Telephone wire.
Yeah. And headquarters was about a half a mile back, and the front line was about a quarter mile on up. I had to go on up about I was just there if the telephone went out, well, I'd be halfway, you know. I could fix it, or you could go put it on the ground and return.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I was supposed to get on a chow truck and go up to the front. And I didn't know the password.
Well.
And they won't give it out on the phone. So my sergeant told me, said, Ray, I'll stay there tonight. He says, I can't give you the password on the phone. And I don't want you to walk by far near the BJ catch my ride. So he says, you had C ration, K ration, no E. So that chow truck come by and I wasn't there, so he went on and he got killed. It's about 100 yards up the road.
Something hit it, something hit that
Yeah.
truck. Good thing you didn't
Well-
catch that one, wasn't it?
Blowed that Jeep all to pieces. I seen it the next morning.
Oh,
It was something other Germans had planted in the road. And if I'd known the password,
you'd been on it.
Uh-huh.
I'd been right in there on it.
Yep. Well, now what happened to William?
William got along all right. I'd see him every little bit. And and when it got time to come home, I had more points. See, Donnie added 10 or 15 points to my points. Anyhow, I had enough I wouldn't have to go to Japan.
Uh-huh.
And William had to go. So I told him to come by and see Laura and tell her I was all right.
Oh, so he come home first because he
Yeah.
was going to Japan.
And
Okay.
he come home and Donnie crawled under the bed.
He
and
didn't
wou-
know
and
it.
wouldn't come out. And William never got to see him.
Now, how old was Donnie when he came by? Like 2 or 3?
He was about 18 months old.
Yeah.
He's less than 2. He was 2 because his birthday's in
February.
February. He was 2.
About like Sadie, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
He didn't know that man, did he?
mm. So that's all of that now. Now I want to tell you nothing.
Okay. Draw me a line.
In
Okay, where was this?
the same place, about the same place.
Okay.
It was. It was going up and establish an outpost overlooking Saarbrücken. And Major Calhoun, they picked me and Robert Gann to carry the wire and take the telephone. Well, he's supposed to go by and see Company and pick up 3 points, 3 guys, so to go in front of him. And that's the reason I ain't told him. Because they would really work on that lieutenant. He just broke down and cried and just wouldn't go. I mean,
He refused to go?
he refused to go. Well, they could have shot him right there, but he says, I'll settle with you in a few days. And and we went on, and the runner come, you know what a runner, message runner?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So who went?
Huh?
If the lieutenant didn't go, who went?
He put me and Gann there in front of him.
Oh, okay.
And, well, I was carrying a roll of wire and a telephone, and there's 2 more boys along, and he told one of them to take that roll of wire, and he'd never done it. And so Major Calhoun looked around, seeing that I was still carrying it. He says, give me that wire. I says, I can make it. He says, I said, give it to me. And he put it on his back. And we went 200 or 300 yards. And we run up on Wade Johnson, who had just been wounded. And he said, and Wade hollered at me, we was put about on him when and his leg had just shot all to pieces.
Oh.
And he says, do you all know him? I said, yes, sir. Well, he said, get him back to the medics. And I don't know how we got him back there, but me and I got him back there, met a medic. I had a structures on a Jeep. And we put him on it, And about that time, my sergeant come by, and I guess I looked like I pooped.
I guess so.
He says, Arlen, you go back, two boys go back to headquarters. And we went back to headquarters and sat there a day and a half, I reckon, before they ever told us to do anything else. And that day, Major Calhoun got killed, and I was supposed to.
Ah,
Oh, man.
you
And
was,
he was a fine fella. Here's from South Carolina.
And he was carrying that,
Huh?
he was carrying the telephone wire? Cause,
I was, see, they was gonna hide themselves up there, put a telephone in, and we was gonna bring a wire back, you know, where it'd be hooked into it.
mhm,
He had a radio, but they'd rather do communications over telephone,
mhm.
so the Germans couldn't find out what it was they're talking about.
so it was Wade Johnson that got hurt. That's the one we was trying to
Yep.
find in Lexington. We never did find him.
If I'd thought about it there too earlier, I could have found him, but I'll find him one of these days.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was William Wells that got hurt.
Well,
I
no,
was
he didn't get
mixed
hurt.
up. He just got shook up.
Yeah.
He didn't get hurt. Well, I had that all wrong. Okay. Well, that's it. That's a good one. That's a good story. Yeah. Had two close calls there.
Tell me about coming back on the ship. Remember when we went on our cruise and I told you the water, remember when Jared and I went on our cruise and I told you the water was calm? Didn't you say it was like that? Either
Oh,
going,
yeah.
coming back or going
Come
over?
back home. It
Did you
was,
come back on the Queen Mary?
no, come back on the George Washington. There wasn't no white cap, no ocean, nothing. This road, this is,
How many days did it do that?
I think it took about 8 or 10 days, something that one.
Uh-huh. Was it calm the whole time?
Huh?
Was it calm the whole time?
All the time.
Oh, wow.
But it was really rough going over on the Queen Mary, but she was a lot bigger.
Huh. That was eerie. We saw that on our cruise ship.
Perfectly calm.
Mhm. In the
Don't
ocean.
happen very often. I
Mm-mm.
would not think. Well, so when did you hurt your back? Going over there or coming home?
On the Queen Mary.
How'd you do that?
Well, if you got just a minute, cut that thing off.